What is good, Z Nation? DailyXander 296 here at my hospice shift, man in the front desk, and perfect time to get caught up on book How to Win Friends and Influence People. For the past 2 nights, I've been attempting to read chapter 2. It's come late at night, both instances, and I've actually fallen asleep while reading chapter 2. So I think in both instances I only read about a page or two before just conking out. So that means that it gives me opportunity to get more done here. So summaries to follow, and certainly feeling good and doing good. Oh yeah. Alright, just finished chapter 2, so quick summary of chapter 2, going into the why for a person being what makes a person do what they do, and it's this feeling of wanting to feel important. And from that, you could ask a person, or even yourself, what gives you the feeling of importance? And then that tells you who you are, determines your character. That's the most significant thing about you in a lot of sense. It's that aspect. The chapter kind of goes into early stages of it, talking about what most people want. Alrighty, as I'm doing this review, I just got a phone call, so I had to take that. But yeah, going back to what do you want? What do people want? Many things. Here's a list of what most people want. Make sure I get this on here. Health and preservation of life, big. Food, of course. Sleep, oh, massive, I need that. Money, things money will buy, yep. Life in the hereafter, sexual gratification, the well-being of our children, and the feeling of importance. Boom. Almost all these wants usually gratified, except one. The one longing, almost as deep, almost as imperious as the desire for food and sleep, and it is seldom gratified. It's what Freud, don't know what Freud is, calls desire to be great. And it's what calls, and that's what Dewey calls the desire to be important. And this can segue into the need and feeling of being appreciated. That's such a big key aspect. This chapter goes into top reasons why women, and they also said for men too, will leave marriages. A lot of it has to do with the sense of not feeling appreciated. And this goes back to like any relationships, just any interactions with other human beings. The dishing out in a good way of appreciating somebody and not mistaking it for flattery. Flattery is insincere. Appreciation is sincere. Dropping it. Oh. Another couple tidbits I wanted to mention. I really like this quote right here. There is nothing I need so much as nourishment for my self-esteem. Nourishment for my self-esteem. This was a quote coming from Alfred Lunt, one of the great actors of his time, played the leading role in Reunion in Vienna. This is way before my time, so I don't even know what this is. But that quote, nourishment for my self-esteem being appreciation. Not having a lack of appreciation. And told. Last thing I want to mention on chapter 2. Another quote, playing off of leaving a trail sparks gratitude on your daily trips. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise, and people will cherish your words and treasure them and repeat them over a lifetime. Repeat them years after years repeat them years after you have forgotten them yourself. So principle 2 for chapter 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. I am one appreciative individual. I'm appreciative that I'm going to be actually doing a podcast later tonight. That's what that call was, so that's cool. Appreciative that things fell that way, and I'll definitely tell the person I'm doing the podcast with that I'm very appreciative of their time and what we talk about. So, yes, to chapter 2. On to chapter 3. I'll go in more depth in this chapter. Chapter 2, I read over a space of 3 days, so it's a little kind of hard to congregate my thoughts together and put together a summary that I feel is worthy of being called a summary, but it's all good because it's all part of practicing and playing the different scenarios for myself, and love it regardless. All right, chapter 3 to follow.